Wizard family, welcome back to Beard Wizard Reviews. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links all of which you can find in the video description below, including ways to support us. Biggest way though is to click that red subscribe button, join the Beard Wizard family, click the bell. You don't have to click the bell. I know the notifications aren't all that great, but the biggest thing is like, comment, subscribe. That helps my channel get seen. That helps my videos get seen. You're also going to see a change up to some things like the titles of videos. I'm trying to get better at thumbnails, titles, some of my pre-recorded stuff and edited stuff. You know, because I'm trying to drive more people to the channel, which will hopefully drive more people to the channel of the indie creators and all that we're doing here. So I lost my train of thought. Anyway, this is a live review show, so this is what you get. Sometimes I lose my train of thought because it's live. Anyway, sometimes you guys call it a reaction channel. That's fine. I just don't want anybody getting the wrong idea. This is a review show. I have listened to this before. I've actually listened to this song a few times before. And I'm just telling you my thoughts on it as I watch it, and we'll stop and talk about different points and different parts of the song. Now, it is Monday, which is when we do bands from the far eastern part of the largest continent in the world. Today we're going to India. We're actually touching, like, the channel that we're going to is from India, but the other two performers are from the United States and Scotland. So close enough, right? Hopefully. I've been wanting to do this young woman for a while on the channel, review her music for a while. And so I thought, why not today? All the bands we normally do on Monday don't have anything new out. I wanted something fresh for Monday, so we're going to take a look at the Snake Charmer. On the video it talks about this song. I think this song was released a couple years back on St. Paddy's Day, so I am celebrating with a cold frosty Guinness. It's not St. Paddy's Day. The bar I usually go to here locally where we celebrate St. Paddy's Day, Poor Bros, if you're familiar, Poor Bros in Peoria. And I'm Scottish. Everybody is Irish on St. Paddy's Day except for us Scots. We are still Scottish. But we will drink your beer and listen to your music because we love you. All right, so this is a mashup, sort of Shipping Up to Boston from Dropkick Murphys and Enter Sandman, obviously from Metallica. A bagpipe cover played by the Snake Charmer and the Goddesses of Bagpipe. So it's going to be three women playing these covers on bagpipes. It's a little different. I don't think we've had any bagpipes on the channel. So anyway, if you're in the live stream, say hi. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you think about the new titles and thumbnails. Welcome whoever just joined. And here we go. This is the Snake Charmer and Shipping Up to Boston, Enter Sandman cover on bagpipes. Cheers. Or I should say sláinte.
Do you have a metronome?
I do, but I have to warn you, it's cursed.
Got a little intro here.
Whatever.
Hey, throw it back. Love this song. Now, if you're not familiar with Dropkick Murphys, you should get familiar with Dropkick Murphys. They are a staple of St. Paddy's Day, but in general, they are just a really good Irish punk rock band. I don't know if they classify as punk rock, but that is kind of where they've always landed for me. Lots of energy. These ladies do a fantastic job of hitting the parts of the song that they're obviously playing. They're clearly not playing the drums, the bass, and all that. And them together sounds fantastic. I also love seeing the video of them in their own sort of the culture where they come from, because again, you've got the snake charmer from India. Good Lord, my brain just froze on that one. You got the snake charmer from India. You've got I think, was it the Dame of Domes from the United States, and the Phantom Piper from Scotland. Being able to see where they come from kind of makes the video really cool. And I love I'm a sucker for dragons. I love her pipes. That is really cool. And we're going to see more of her on the channel because she can sing too. It was hard for me to decide which song to do today. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this or one of the songs where she sings and plays. We'll do more of her music on the show for sure. Her beats too. Before they get into that, fantastic rendition of that song, "Shipping Up to Boston." That song is probably one of the most recognizable of Dropkick Murphys songs. You hear it everywhere on St. Paddy's Day, and generally you hear it a lot not on St. Paddy's Day because it's just a really good song. It's really popular. They're going to go into Enter Sandman, and I'm going to be quite honest. I don't think that song works as well with bagpipes. And I'm a huge Metallica fan, and I love unusual or unique covers of Metallica songs sometimes. Like, is it Apocalyptica that plays on cello or something? It's been a long time since I've listened to them. You know, I like those sometimes. They're still good. It's still a good song. It just doesn't quite work as well, I don't think. Maybe a different Metallica song would have worked better on pipes. But it also might be because Shipping Up to Boston is a very upbeat, very fast song, and it's got a lot of great bass drops and a lot of, it works for that. Obviously, it was written partially for bagpipes, so it works well. But then they go into Enter Sandman, which is so much slower. It's so much different. And it doesn't, again, I don't think it blends very well, but they still do a great job with the song. So we'll go ahead and obviously listen to the rest. Welcome, whoever just joined me. I think this is the part that gets me the most. Is I know that is the tune, like that is the song, but James, when he's singing that part, his voice is so much lower. That's what the part that I think is throwing me on this, because they're trying to play his part on bagpipes, and it's not quite working for me. It still sounds good. The band behind him might be missing some. It doesn't sound quite right, and I've heard Enter Sandman. I couldn't even tell you, literally countless times. I would even begin to fathom a number of how many times I've heard Enter Sandman. So I know the beats by heart. I know them like the back of my hand, and something's a little off on the backup. Dropkick Murphys, they did a much better job of the backup on that song. But whoever's backing them up, and I don't know if it's a band or if somebody's playing with the track a little bit and pulling out some parts. I'm not exactly sure what they did with the backup here. But this part not working as well for me, but still not bad. Just not as good as the Shipping Up to Boston portion of this song. Very cool. Undeniably talented young women. Bagpipes may not be your thing. They are intentionally a harsh instrument. There's a reason they sound the way that they do, and they can be both sad and terrifying at the same time. But I love it, and I love when you get them with the right song, with the right group, listening to a pipe and drum corps during a march or through certain songs, Amazing Grace, for example. So there's definitely a time and a place for bagpipes. I think this was very well done, at least for the first part. The second part's still pretty good, but it wasn't quite as good as the Dropkick Murphys cover. But fantastic. We are definitely going to be looking at the Snake Charmer again, more on this channel. And again, changing up the title. So things look a little different. We're still working on that rebranding. I've gotten settled into some of the image branding, but now we got to work on titles and thumbnails and all that stuff. So you're going to see a little more change up on the channel, hopefully bring in more people, but I need your help too. Make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, and let's get to 2,000 by next April. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every one of you. I will see you guys all